Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to see how to use explode function in PySpark. Explode function is used to create row for each element of an array. What does it mean? It means that whenever we are going to explode a column which has array element, so what it will do, it will create one row for each element which present in the array. We are going to see this in this exercise. So what we are going to do in this exercise, first we are exporting all the functions which present in PySpark.sql.type. We can also import specific functions as well, but I am to make it easier, I am importing all the functions. I am also importing all the functions which present in PySpark.sql.function. Here I am creating a list. This list I am putting three objects. One object, this is the second object, and this is the third object. The object which I am putting in this list variable has a array. This one, and this one. This record is of array type. Now I am creating a custom schema with the help of a struct type and a struct field. With the struct field I am just defining the column name and the data types. This AP marks is of array type which we have defined with this schema. This AP marks will going to point this array element. We are also providing which kind of value this array will going to store. So it will store only integer type value. We are creating a data frame with the help of a create data frame function by passing this list object and by passing this custom schema. When this data frame gets created, what we are doing, we are just calling this with column function to create a new column. The name of the column is AP marks underscore explode, and here we are using the explode function. Which column we are exploding? We are exploding AP underscore marks. So what it will going to do, the data frame which gets created, this data frame which gets created, it has more rows it will going to create based on the element which present in AP marks column. And with the help of a display function, we are displaying the content of this data frame. So let's see how it works in Databricks. Let me create a notebook. Let me name it as a explode. Let me connect this notebook with our running cluster. It has been connected successfully. Let's import all the functions which is present in PySpark.sql.types. From PySpark.sql.type, import we are also importing all the functions which present in PySpark.sql.function. So all the functions which present in this package and this package, those functions are available in this notebook. Let's create a list variable. This is of list type. In this we are going to create, we are putting objects in this list. This object itself has a array element. One object we have created. Let's create another object. To save time, I am just copying the code and I will going to change the name. Let's create this list variable. This list variables created successfully. It has three elements. One is this one, second one is this one, and third one is this one. And each object which is stored in this list variable has a array type object. Let's create a custom schema. We are going to create custom schema with the help of a struct type. And in a struct type, we are going to use struct field. A struct field. Here we are defining the name of the column. And the data types would be string type. Now let's create another column. Struct field. Here we are defining one more column known as AP underscore marks. The data type of this column is array type, and in this array type we are going to store which kind of element. We are going to store integer element. Okay, closing parenthesis does not match with the opening parenthesis, so we have made some mistake here. So let's see where the mistake is. This is closing here. Okay, this I have made the mistake. Done it. This schema has been created successfully. Let's create a data frame with the help of a create data frame function. So I am defining a variable. I am calling create data frame function on top of a Spark object, and this data frame function we are creating with the help of a list variable which we have just created and the custom schema which we have just created. We have created this data frame. So let's see the content. You can see this array underscore marks is of array type column, and the data is stored in the array format. First position, that is, and second position. Here also, this is the data which is present in the first position, and this is the data which is present in the second position. Let's see how the explode function is going to work now. What we are doing, we are going to create a new column with the help of a with column function. The name of the column is and how we are going to populate the value in this column. We are going to populate the value in this column with the help of explode. Which column we are going to explode? We are going to explode the column which is of array type. And what is the name of the column which is of array type in this data frame? That is AP marks. Let's run it. This data frame gets created. Let's see the content of this data frame. You can see for every element which is present in this data frame, when we have exploded it, new row gets created. Here, this is the column. This is the row which created based on the value which is present at the first position. This rows gets created. The value which is present at the second position. Same goes to. This is for Santosh. This is for Santosh. This is for Hindu. These two rows gets created for Hindu, and these two rows gets created for Yogita. Let's go to the PPT. So, what the explode function is doing here? Explode function is used to create rows for each elements of an array. We have seen, right? Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.